So, Don Jazzy,
Okay.
we're really excited to have you on the show.
I'm excited to have you both.
Yeah, so a lot of people know you as artist, producer, talent builder, as well as executive. But for you right now, how do you define yourself?
Supremos.
Supremo.
I love this.
Supremos. Tell us about that.
I'm just Don Jazzy, to be honest. We have this problem in the company because for a while, a lot of people used to refer to me as CEO, maybe records. But then I'm not the CEO. The guy is the president now. So I remember a lot of people kept asking me, so what's your role now? What are you? I said, I'm Supremos. I don't know what you are looking for. We don't have to be chief executive officers. All those things don't used to stop me. I'm sure Don Jazzy. Don Jazzy is Don Jazzy. My work now is pretty much, obviously, making sure that Mavin is doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I think it's bigger than Mavin now. Is the entertainment ecosystem in general.
Yeah.
To the name and the influence that we've built, to try as much as possible to not pass it on per se, just making it really easier for the people that are coming behind to achieve some things that might have been difficult. There are some things that when we were coming up, I wish that some people that could just guide us and be like, oh, there's pothole here, don't take this road, and things like that. So I think I'm pretty much that guy now that young people or different people that are in different businesses that think that for somebody that has run a business for a long time might have insight to give them. They come through for me to just guide them on some of the experiences that I've had over the years. I think that's pretty much my job now. Just bird's eye view, looking at the game and assist where I can. For anybody, whether you're a musician, actress, actor, skit maker,
Right.
whatever the case may be.
So you're lighting up the pathway for other people to be able to see clearer.
That's the
and
English
to
way
be
to
able
put it.
to,
I like
to
that.
toe that road. Yeah.
And a shine touch.
So Primo's the light bearer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, so like almost every industry in Nigeria is still growing. You understand? So any help that anybody can just do make it easier for people to achieve the ones that we didn't achieve.
Yeah.
Let some other people go and figure it out.
Yeah.
Like look at what you guys are doing with what you do now. If you think do you know who was doing it before you guys? No, but you guys have figured to do something else, figured something out. So there's still a lot to unlock in the game, in different places, whether fashion, whether this thing. So any little way that we can do. It's like on my Instagram page, sometimes it's even people that are cooking. Like there's some people that deliver food or make food to feed people. And they just need to get to 100 people. They don't necessarily want to sell 1 million plates of rice per day. They just need to sell to 100 people. They would naturally go and pay Meta or whatever to do adverts to get to those people.
Yeah.
But if I can facilitate it to make you get to those 100 people per day to sell your rice, we do that.
Yeah.
Shortening the journey for
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
But with all these different titles and roles, right, that you now play in the ecosystem, is there ever a time where do you ever feel like I just enjoyed the time when I was just a producer? Do you miss that? Like just having one thing?
We discovered that a lot of you who watch and enjoy these videos are not subscribed to the channel. We never want you to miss another one of our videos, and we want more people like you to be able to find them. So please subscribe.
No, I'm not. I don't miss it because there's studio almost everywhere that I am. So any house that I am, there's studio. This place, there's studio. You understand? So if you want to make music, you can make music. And nowadays, making music doesn't necessarily require bulk studios like that. So as long as you have your laptop I hear something, I have an idea, I put it down, I send it to some of the other producers that I have. So, oh, I just had an idea. Can you flesh this out? Can you like finish it up or whatever the case may be? So I don't miss it like that. And the artists themselves, like once they have like records that they've done and they need me to hear it. So the music is still there all the time. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't go
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, you've had a really rich career and a very long one also. When you started Mavin Records after the MoHits era ended, what's
Yeah.
something you were determined to do differently?
I think it would be more, maybe they call it structure. Now, but it's more bookkeeping, more making sure that you do things the right way.
Yeah.
Let it not be a one-man thing or two people thing or whatever you say. It's now like a whole team. There's HR that's hiring people, that is hiring and firing. And different things. There's marketing department. There's this one department. Well, just to make sure that we put structure to it and build it, scale it from what Mohis pretty much was. Mohis was pretty much making hit songs in the studio, but with Mavin it became more of a business.
What you're describing is more of like a creative operating system than a label. Do you think about it that way?
Creative operative system. I don't learn the English. I like it. Yeah. So I think I just got more people that that decided to, expand on the business
Yeah.
in Mavin.
Yeah.
Before it was, you see, Mohis was more passion, but in Mavin now is there's still passion, but then we expanded on the business side as well, and then structured it.
Oh, that's brilliant. In what ways did it force you to grow as a person, as a businessman, as a producer, just in general?
To be honest, it's not like they didn't need to force me to grow. I'm normally like if you go to like my office now, by the back of my office desk, you see Shoshin there because I like to learn anything. So I'm not necessarily difficult to adapt to what I don't know. So you wouldn't need to force me to grow. Obviously, in Mavin now, I've gotten older. My brain has started adjusting to, okay, you need to get younger people in the building in order to appeal to, because when I go to the music business, you need to appeal to young people as well.
Yeah.
So in order for you not to become Blackberry or a cake or whatever, you need to get younger people in the building to, now I don't go to clubs as much as before. If you don't go to clubs as much as before, how do you even know what kind of music is even popping and things? You get younger producers, you get listen. So it didn't necessarily force me to you didn't need to force me. I already know that I need to adapt, change, and grow.
That's interesting. I want to bring it back to like your creative process now. Whenever, because I'm fascinated by that. So whenever you're creating music,
Yeah.
right? What does that process look like for you? What I mean is this: do you, for example, create a hit, and you're like, "This is a hit," and then you decide what artist will pick that up, or do you create with the artist in mind? What does that look like?
It's different for different projects. In MoHits, it was, we used to break it down to seasons. So this is the band season. So almost everything that is coming out of my head is I'm focusing on the band. And the moment we finish the project and it's out and they've started going out to go and perform it and the rest, I've pivoted now to it's Wandeko season now. You understand? So the moment I get into the studio now, everything I'm creating is tailored to what I want to do for Wandeko. And then so once that finishes, we pivot to Dr. City. So everybody's in line, pretty much. And then for now, the way they make music now is quite different from how we used to do it before. But then I didn't change how I used to I operate. I go into studios with the intention that this is what I want to create something for so person. Like for Johnny Drille's How Are You My Friend, for instance.
That's a really good song.
It's what I wanted to do. I'm like, okay, I need to go into the studio to work on something for Johnny Drille. And then what space am I in now? Okay. And then we delivered that same thing. So it's not like a thing where you create the song and then well, it's different for Misha.
But do you ever have a moment where you were thinking about creating something for a particular artist, and then when you're hearing it, you're like, nah, this other
This might be for
person
somebody.
will.
Yes. A song like it's so weird. Man. a song like Eminado now was actually originally for Dr. Seed.
Oh wow.
Yes. So the song originally was for Dr. Seed. How was it before? Dr. Seed had just lost his father then. And obviously we finished doing the burial and things. So I was in the studio. I was trying to work on something for him. I was trying to. So it was like a record to console him. So the beginning of the song was something like, I don't want to hear you know what like like, nobody should tell me So I don't want to hear 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 for my life. Oh. So what do you want from the bank? You know, so that's that's what. I'm like, I don't want to hear yeah. I don't want you to tell me yeah. So I asked her, what do you want from the bank? Don't tell me yeah. What do you want from the bank? I'm just coming from the bank, and I have money to throw away. You understand? Before going into so it was from the everybody away from that point. Now it was on rocking my body. I'm like, okay, now it doesn't go with it doesn't go with Dr. Sid anymore. So yeah, at that point, then that's why I switched it to this. So that intro, the I don't want to hear and the intro was the idea before. Then I now switched it to Eminado for Tiwa, and then it worked perfectly.
I now want you to just paint for me, right, in 2 minutes, what the process is, your creative process, like in terms of how you feel about these songs that you're creating, how you create. Do you create in silence? Do you create when, do you like to create when you're bubbly? What is that? Just in 2 minutes, just express your creative process.
You can start in different ways. I could be playing video game. I could be sleeping. Something pops into my head. I run into the studio. I start playing the keyboard and laying ideas. And immediately I start. Now, because in MoHits time and like some part of Mavin, all of us we used to live together, pretty much. So the moment they start hearing something firing in the studio, then anybody that's interested will run into the studio. And at that point, then maybe you just be hearing some sound bites. Maybe then at that point you figure that okay, maybe you're going in the right direction or not. Or I can be like, oh, I'm trying to work on something and this is the direction I'm thinking, and then we just pretty much put heads together to create.
Collaboratively. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're such a brilliant spotter of talent. I don't know how you find them or where you find them from, but there's a pattern. It seems like you don't just sign talented singers or musicians. You tend to present to the industry what it is missing in a way. And we've seen that over and over. When Rema came, one of a kind. Ayra Starr, one of a kind, How do you navigate that? Is there a trick? How are you finding these people and consistently presenting to the industry what it needs?
Yes, it's exactly like you said. So it's not. I'm not starving for artists. It's not like there's plenty artists, there's talent, plenty everywhere. So it's a thing of, like you said, what does the industry need? The industry needs this space is empty and needs to be filled. Then you do that. But then if you don't have, there are some times that you look and it doesn't look like there's anything missing like that.
Yeah.
Then you can double down on one sector or whatever. Maybe you feel like, how would I put it now? We don't have like people in this age brackets that are, you know, lover boys or lover girls or whatever, they can be like, okay, can I find somebody that fits in that role? So it's not a thing where I'm just signing anybody that comes, because if it's by anybody that tags me or people that send message to me or this, and then I then sign everybody.
Yeah.
So you have to narrow it down to, okay, what are you looking for now? It's like you need to you look in the house. You want to cook so. What is missing in the cupboard? Yeah, if you go to the market and you want to make noodles,
Yeah.
now you say, oh, I need pepper, I need this one. If you don't write down a list of what you want to, the things that you need from the market, you can just go to the market and just go and be buying palm kernel for the noodles that you want to make.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that you mentioned a list. So it makes me want to ask, what are you normally looking out for? What do you see in these people? Because you can't sign everybody. But what do you see in people out there that make you feel like, okay, everybody doesn't see this in this person now, but there's something I see?
What do you mean by everybody doesn't see that? Almost everybody sees that. When I see it, almost everybody will see it.
Not necessarily.
So, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you have an eye that you probably, it's coming naturally to you at this point because of your experience, but so you think everybody sees it, but everybody doesn't.
Sometimes we invalidate our superpowers, right? Because it comes so easy to you and you assume that everybody has it.
Obviously, like I said, talent is plenty. It's a combination of things. Because it's not only talent. Sometimes it's how the person carries themselves. Work ethic is very important as well, because in this day and age where singles, your music, you can just release tracks today and it dies in 1 month, 2 months, or whatever. So if the person doesn't really like recording, or the person doesn't now, if the person doesn't like social media, it's a problem. Now, if you ask me now what I'm looking for, if I'm looking for artists now, I like the one that is posting. If I come to your page and I see 3 posts, 5 posts, 6 posts, 7 posts, I'm not even interested.
What do you want to be mysterious?
No, wow. Nobody. I don't know who told these people that
The ultimate mysterious is an actual thing.
Oh, wow.
So you post 4 posts and then you delete them and you start again. It's a thing in the music.
What does that mean? I don't know what it means. What does it create? What is it? What's the? I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's like you now. Let's say you have fans now that love what you do. Trust me. Some people have subscribed to your page. Not only just following you, they've subscribed. Why are they following you? They're following you because they want to be seeing your content.
Yeah.
You understand? Then you just decide that you want to delete every goddamn thing. What's the point?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm even like influencers and things that feel like, oh, their page have to have this type of aesthetic. I'm like, okay, go to Kim Kardashian's page and see she has 6,000 posts. She has not deleted anything. It's not there. Like even these artists, them now, they're feeling like, oh no, they have to have some form of this swag. Go to Travis Scott. You don't have swag more than Travis. Go to his page. He has 3,000 posts. You understand? So why are you having that 4 or 5 posts? I can't see. There's no history. There's no substance. There's no. I don't know. I don't get it. It's unnecessary pride that doesn't make any sense. They're just, and the problem is they're copying SS3 work when they're in primary 1. You understand? They're looking at Wizkid, they're looking at Bonner, they're looking at Ashake. Those ones are already graduated. They're already known that they'll be here. They've succeeded, and then you don't have, nobody knows you yet. You want to be mysterious, like it doesn't.
Yeah, and I think even beyond their primary target audience, which is usually their fans, right? There's also like the brands and the business side of things, right? Where if I'm a brand and I'm trying to make a decision and I go on your page and like there's nothing, I can't make a decision because I actually don't have clarity as to your stuff.
I don't get it. I know some of them think that it's some form of swag. Trust me, they don't have swag. They don't have it. That's that thing that I do it. They lie. They don't have swag like that. If you have swag, you show them. Make people say, oh, you say that they don't care whether people see it or they don't see it. I had to each their own, sha. To each their own. Maybe I'm just okay. Maybe I'm just biased. Maybe it's just because they're different from me, so I'm hating on them. It's okay. They should do if it's working. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. If it's working for you, stick to it.
Yeah. Let's talk about Ayra.
Okay.
Right. If you had to describe Ayra, how would you describe her?
Hardworking, beautiful, over talented, global superstar living in Nigeria.
Can you take us to the moment where you knew, like you saw her and you were like, "This, she's a star."
It didn't even take 1 minute.
Wow.
It didn't even take 1 minute. And I've said that in like a couple of interviews before. So I reached out to a bunch of people, like I said, young people, to let me know what's popping in your hood, in your school, in your. I can't be going to your hostels and things like like when people are in school, you have this person that can sing, that can when people are doing like social gathering, night something entertainment, something.
Talent
They have the talent shows. There are a bunch of people that that this one is the one that used to dance well, this one is the one that used to sing well. So I put the word out. So it was Chidara. Yeah. So it's a bunch of different people that I reached out to, but her, Chindera, Mrs. Ash. So she was the one that was like, okay, there's some people that she has seen their posts that she likes their music and this. So she sent me like a couple different people, some guys, some girls, and this. And I just looked at it. I was like, okay, hold on. I didn't even respond to her. I was going through their pages one by one. I was checking. And behold, like I said, to say I went to her page and they only have one, and I deleted it.
Real life example.
So I saw 1, 2, 3 different covers of her singing, different Two Faces cover. I saw her singing. So the first one that I saw was that, why did you make me to do it? Why did you make me to? Why did you give me the drugs that I took? Why did you force me to take it? I'm like, Chakam, I like this one. Now, I've not heard any music in Afrobeats at this in that well even till now of a young girl like this. I can see that she's young, that is talking about this particular problem. If she's talking about this particular problem, some other young people will be in this situation.
Yeah.
I was just interested first in that context. What she was talking about. Then I now scrolled, looked at some other videos. I saw, okay, she can sing Afrobeat as well because she was doing one Two Face song or whatever. Okay. Then I entered the DM. Hello, how are you? She not respond. I saw on her page she has posted her brother one time that they should write together or something. I messaged the brother as well. Then the brother responded at some points. Then Ayra now responded. I was like, how are you? And then that's how.
Wow.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. Yeah, so it's pretty much that. Almost all of them is the same thing. I'm scrolling on Instagram, and something jumps at me. I'm like, oh, nice. Then I go through the page. I look at how you're using it, how you're even listening to the people that you even have. Rather than 5 people, rather than 10 people there. I don't want to see. I don't care if you have plenty followers. It doesn't matter. Even if there are only 100 you get, but you're serving those 100 that are there.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think that Ayra is timeless? Do you think that she can continuously evolve with the times? There's some musicians that they only have a time period and they do really well and then they disappear. And there's some musicians that no matter what generation you're in, you can listen to their music because they're timeless.
Yeah, I feel like some of the records that she has made so far, that you can listen to them over and over again in years to come. But I know her now as a teenager. Not teenager, she's not a teenager anymore. After 21, you're not teenager again.
As a young adult.
As a young adult, good. And I know her as young adults now. I don't know what she's going to be as a grown adult, but for now, what she's creating in this time, in this space, I know can be timeless. So when we get to the adult phase now, we can now see what she has for that time. You understand? So I can't necessarily just look at somebody now and say that she might actually decide to now when she's 25 or whatever that she doesn't want to do music anymore. Some people don't necessarily have to do it forever.
Yes.
You understand? So she might pivot to something else. She can decide that.
Like Don Jazzy.
Well, yes. Well, I love music. I don't necessarily have to produce all the time.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to perform all the time. I don't really like performing anyway. So yeah. So you can decide that there's something else that you want
Yeah.
to do. But for now, she loves what she's doing. She loves what she does. Let's see how long she wants to do it for.
Yeah. And what is working with her taught you about that Gen Z demographic that you didn't know before and that you think that, older industry systems don't necessarily see or tap into?
One thing that I like about her is the ease in collaborating with people because some of these artists, their ego is very big. So they think that my is the shit. I don't necessarily need anybody else to either write for me or collaborate with me writing. Even though I'm the one that was telling you about how I discovered her
Yeah.
for the beautiful writing that she wrote that I saw on the Daily Scene and some other beautiful works that she has done. Even though I like her as a songwriter, as an artist as well, but if you tell her that you need to work with 1, 2, 3 writers to make a song, like she embraces it. It is different from in the olden days. Some of them didn't used to like writing with people. They don't want people to know that they have writers. They don't mind to have writers, but they don't want people to know that they have writers, which is why it was easier for somebody like me to write for some people because I don't necessarily have to take the credit for that. In this day and age, the younger artists, some of them more collaborate. They don't mind to give everybody their credit. Okay, this is the photographer. This is the person that styled me. This is the person that wrote this verse. This is the person that wrote this chorus. Yeah, everybody. In short, you used to see it on Instagram self when they post something, they will write every human being. Today I woke up, this person gave me breakfast. This one is the one that combed my hair. They used to write everything. Like this one was holding the right camera. Yeah, so all those things that they used to put at the end of movie.
Yeah.
They used to put it on
I
their
get that.
caption. Nah. I don't know, man. I know that it means something to a lot of people. I don't really care if you gotta give me the credit or not like that.
Yeah.
But I know that it's because obviously I've achieved something.
Yeah.
It was easier for me. Now I wouldn't really. It doesn't really matter like that for me now. So in the time, yeah.
Yeah. Finding Johnny Drill at the time when you did seemed really unexpected because it appeared that his style of music didn't really fit into Mavin's sound at the time. So is that something you saw at the time? Because now, fast forward a couple years later, we now see that it's one of the best
Yeah.
signings. The project you guys have together, the collaborations, his work with Ayra and even other people on the label. It now makes sense. But is there something you saw at the time that everybody else didn't?
I saw beautiful music. I saw a beautiful art. I saw a dope artist. He did the how I first got to hear him was he did a cover for DJ's Or. Boy, you are that I want. Yeah, so there's nothing I won't do to make it. Yeah, so he did that cover. I was like, oh wow, because I wrote that song, but I didn't write it for a guy to sing, but then the way he just sang it, it was very sweet. You understand? So I was like, I messaged it. That was from when I messaged him. Then I listened to his other stuff. Amazing. I keep saying to everybody, I don't know any musician that is better than in this world because I don't
That's
know.
big.
Live American people. I don't whatever. But Sha, he is just an all-rounder.
Yeah.
I think he's just a great guy. You know.
Yeah. Did you ever feel pressure to push him to be more commercial, or was the plan just to let him fully be himself?
Not pressure. I don't feel pressure. I want his own sound to be commercial. You understand? So
That makes sense.
I'm like, I like this music. It's lovely. I think that there should be a lot of people that like this music as well. So with Mavin behind the scenes, how far can we push this to get into more homes and more people to discover it?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what that was. I'll say that if you go to Massachusetts, how do you call that place?
Massachusetts, yeah. Massachusetts. Yeah.
Massachusetts.
You got it right.
If you go to Massachusetts, that place is a bunch
for
of
short.
Yoruba people that used to live there.
Yeah.
You go to Massachusetts and go and open Amala joints there. You're not going to sell like that.
Yeah.
The same thing with if somebody from Massachusetts comes to Oshodi or Mushina and decide that he wants to open where they will be selling, what's that? Cornbread and corn roll, something. You got one Yoruba food, sha. Just bring on Yoruba food, sha.
Salmon.
No, salmon said we still like fish. We'll fry and fry.
Okay, so we'll go with cornbread then.
I don't even know what it's cornbread, sha, but just bring Yoruba food, sha. In the Saleko where they want to eat amala or rice and pepper and something like that. The same thing, it won't move. It won't move as much. So I think that's the case with Johnny Drille's music in Nigeria. It's just like there's not a lot of people. There's not a lot of people that fuck with the sound like that. Because of how we grew up, how the type of music that we're influenced by, and things like that is growing. But we are among the people that are trying as much as possible to make sure that some people they're aware of this type of sound, this type of this thing, and grow it. And it's getting bigger by the day. That's what it is. So I would say it's pressure. So people are slow to catch on, but when they're ready, they will get it.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, earlier at the beginning of this conversation, you had talked about how systems and structure have become something that is important to you as you build out Mavin. And I mean, obviously, it's the systems and structures is what has been able to hold up the multiple artists that you have, because you have quite a bit of artists.
There are plenty, Abi.
Yes, there's quite a lot, and typically what we hear whenever you have labels that have multiple artists is that obviously the artists are all trying to fight for the attention, right, in that moment, and or some artists don't get prioritized over other artists, right, and there's a lot of frustration there. But somehow you've been able to build something that allows each of the artists to have their own space in some way. I want you to explain to us what that machine looks like in Mavin that allows for them to operate in their spaces.
Thank you very much for actually even giving us more credits. But actually, we do see those type of comments like, because there's a lot of artists that we don't prioritize this one. Like, it's not real. It doesn't exist. Like it's not like I would just carry my money and just throw it away. I just lock it inside somewhere. We obviously are investing into people, and we want them to make us money and make them to money. It's people's lives. You understand? So the idea that we will just actually have people and we don't really want to prioritize them, it's not a real thing. If you see an artist in Mavin and the artist only releases 1 or 2 songs in a year, just know that it's the artist that decided that they want to release 1 or 2 songs in a year. You don't get it. It's not if the artist has 1 million songs and they want to release the 1 million songs, then we can go ahead and release them. Most of them they actually used to have what do you call it? In Gen Z people they used to call it something, imposter syndrome.
Okay, imposter syndrome, yes.
They used to call it something. It's normal. We're all human beings, so sometimes they can panic. You understand? And be like, okay, no, I'm not. Or overthink the song, and thing. But there's no such thing as we want to prioritize this person over this person. That's not how it works. But then we have people as we keep signing, as we're signing people, we increase capacity.
Yeah.
As we sign people, we increase capacity. You also need to understand that the like Afrobeat scene is growing. It's not like it's not like the banking system where you have GTB, you go and put from Zenith Bank or something. Most of the people that we have in the record label office space,
Yeah.
we didn't push them from anywhere. We are building from scratch
Yeah.
into the roles and things. It's still a growing industry. In the labor markets, there's not a lot of people like that.
Yeah. I
So,
understand what you mean.
yeah. In the labor market, there's not a lot of people like that. So we'll go according to how the people are getting interested and they're entering the scene, and they're growing and learning. And I will fit them into the roles that they say. And then at the same time, sometimes, you can employ some people that don't fit into your culture,
Yeah.
and you don't want them to spoil what you have built or whatever. If you try, if it's not working, HR, not me. They, HR, they do what they do. Yeah.
Fair. That's fair enough.
How are you handling social media, especially because we're now in this space in the world where even to push music, you need social media. You need social media for everything.
You have everything, you want Donald Trump, they use social media. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. He uses social media. They tell you, say, this one that they said there is not true. This one is true. This one is, or whatever. Today we are going to the moon.
Yeah.
Today we are going to this place. We just launched something in Kenya today now. So listen, he's the marketing. Like they don't have. I heard that they don't have marketing budgets. Elon Musk himself.
Social media. So how do you handle like being misunderstood or people taking things out of context or trolls, social media trolls? Just social media is a good thing that can also come with a whole lot of liability and all that. So how are you handling it on your own end?
Me, I what do you call it? Maybe I practice stoicism. That's one.
Yeah.
Number two.
Okay.
I'm old. I've been here for 20-something years. There's nothing that's new to me now, like that. So and then a lot of things it's like funny to me. There are some things that some people can say, like.
Your sense of humor helps.
Yeah. So to me, it's funny. It's bands. Me and people in the house will catch trips. Be like, oh, see, this person said this and whatever. Or like maybe like some of these AI videos and pictures and things. I like them. It's cruise. Not all the young people, the young guys that I have in are strong as me to handle some of it. We'll try our best. Sometimes we'll be therapists. Sometimes we'll be therapists. We'll try our best to let them know that to be honest, it's not the hate is not really real like that. You can be overwhelmed on your page with if 20 to 50 people decide to just be saying the same thing to you. You're a bastard, you're a bastard, you're a bastard. It's just 20 to 50 people. You think there's a lot. It's not a lot of people. It's just 20 to 50 people. They just say you're a bastard.
Out of thousands.
Your music is not sweet. Your music is not sweet. That's not. I don't even see that as a diss. It's not possible for everybody to like every song. Like, come on, say something that may even make sense. Like, you understand? If you say, "Oh wow, mead," they like to type that one where mead. But sometimes they don't know that they're also marketing. You understand? Like, whether you say mead, whether you say something, at least they're even engaging. It is worse if we say nada. It's what you just do something, you just say poof, nothing, like smoke. It's most times I will even retweet what you said. So and now
trolling. That's trolling the trolls.
Yeah. So, and now I know that some of them are doing it because Elon Musk is paying them. So
fair.
Well, you can say whatever you want to say, Sha, as long as you don't like say something that can get you into trouble. You can, if you say the one that my lawyers them can decide that, oh, but let's just undo this one. Then that's that is not necessarily. It's not me. You're not dealing with me at that point. So you can say normal bands. Your mother's head is big. she's in the grave, she's dead. But
But
whatever. But
we
you can say all those words. But like, don't go and say something that my lawyer can look at it and say, oh,
Defamation.
I think we might have a case over here. Do you earn your money?
Yeah.
Understand? So
I want to say, like, Don Jazzy, you're a very likable guy, right? And
it's a problem.
and that's where I'm going with this, actually.
Oh my God.
You're a likable guy. So sitting in a place of leadership, right, where, your artists like you, right? How do you navigate, being able to handle that balance between, yes, you can like me as a person, but like this is also business and work.
There's just good cop, bad cop, right? Good cop, bad cop. And there's Tega, there's a bunch of people. There's something. Say nowadays, Gossef.
Does Supremo's commander have a wand
This is
that he
Supremo's
brings
commander.
out
No,
once in a while?
I don't know. I don't know if there's. I don't think there's a lot of things that I can't handle. To be honest, if all falls apart, I would take the slap. You do you understand? Like to
Accountability.
be honest, I can take the slap for that to be peace. To be honest, for like no matter how it turns out, if it's like it's bad as a bad, okay. It's how Akon will say you can put that blame on me. You can put that blame on me. We'll move on. It's fine. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. I think God has blessed me to a point where I think I have enough grace to collect all the blows, like whatever blows, whatever thing, everything up. You shall put the blame on me, or whatever. We move. We're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Last. If whenever it's God that gave me this thing, it's not me. You understand? So whenever God decides that, alright, your turn, it's your get out from here now, and then I get out. But I don't panic for something that is not me. It's not by my power. It's not by my might. It's not. So it's not that nothing is that deep.
Yeah.
Nothing is that deep.
On this entrepreneurship journey, being Supremos, what would you say is the hardest decision you had to make that nobody saw and that nobody could see how hard it was for you except you?
There are plenty of things. Okay, I think the most difficult thing was the first time that I had to allow people into my business because as Africans, we want to do everything by ourselves, 100%. They say. So the first time that I had to allow investors into the business, they took like 2 years to toast me first because I didn't even understand what it was. But when they came, they were explaining to me, oh no, we need to scale, we need to do this, we need to do... Yeah, like, so getting people to come, because like I have a way that I run my business and it has worked so far. So I felt like, okay, this is new. People that are coming now that might obviously change how I operate. For instance, if you like ask like my lawyers before now, they tell you like my contracts now before used to have a clause that says that if you wake up in the morning and for any reason you decide that you don't want to work with us anymore, feel free to leave. But now I can't put that in my contract because my partners don't operate like that. You understand? So it's business. That's what you say. Like it's business. It's not the same. But left to me before, I'm like, I don't really want to even work with anybody that doesn't want to work with me. To be honest. And that comes from, you can call it pride, but it comes from a place of where I believe in myself. I think there's a lot that I add on the table. So, I bet, what do you bring to the table? But when you have partners and structure and other things now that you have
And
investments and you have to put in place, that one has come up on my hand now. So you have to go according to how your lawyers and their lawyer decide to operate. I think that was like the first hard thing. But it was a hard decision, but a great decision nonetheless. It turned out to be one of the best decisions ever. Yeah, so, but it was hard at the time. The other difficult thing was, I think when I had to let DJ go, yeah, that was difficult. And I don't think I've let anybody go again by myself now. So it's maybe Tega or Rima now that handles it. Now, if they need somebody to leave the label, it's not me that should do that job anymore. But after the DJ one,
You had to deal with that instance yourself.
yeah, because everybody in the record label is like my child. To be honest, that was hard for both of us together. But and she knew that it was hard for me. She said to the guys in the room that why did you guys get that why did you guys get Jazzy into the room? All of us were like right. Yeah, so I think that was hard.
Yeah, that would have definitely been a moment, I can imagine. Let's talk about the fact that you have two really exciting projects about to drop in the Mavin space, right? We've got
There's always exciting things.
there's always exciting things. There's two exciting ones right now, right? So we've got Johnny Drille's gonna drop an album as well as Ayra. What do you want people to feel, right, when they listen to those two albums? Like, how do you feel about those albums first, and then what do you want people to feel?
For Ayra, I want them to see growth. I want to see that she has grown, and she's no longer 19 and dangerous.
Still dangerous.
She's still the 19 and dangerous. Now she's badass.
Dangerous.
Now she's grown and badass.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see growth, obviously. On both projects, I want them to how they call it, listen and be blessed. I want them to listen and be blessed, and just generally have a good time. Let the songs be a part of your life. Let them create memories or be like soundtracks to like the symbol. How do you call this? How do you speak the English?
Well, like
Symbolic?
Symbiotic.
No. Like important
okay, yeah. You want to see symbolism
Symbolic.
in the work.
in your in your life. Like times like maybe it's your wedding, it's your birthday.
Like core memories.
Yes,
Core
the songs should be like soundtrack to different important times in your life. Some people should lose their virginity to want listen to Johnny Drille. Some people should give birth to new children.
Core memories.
Core memories. All those very important memories.
Yes.
Oh, I was in this club in New York, and that's when he saw me from across the room. Like a girl can say that, we locked eyes from there. All those kind of things.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the song that was playing.
Yeah.
At the back, you come and see me. Bagown.
Yeah. All our best memories are stored in songs. Actually.
Yeah, so
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah,
So that leads me to our final question for you in this segment. When all is said and done, what do you want to be remembered for? Apart from being a badass producer, an amazing label executive, and someone who has shortened the journey for so many people, what do you want to be remembered for?
What do I want to be remembered for? By who?
By the world that you leave behind.
I should be remembered by everything that I did, by whatever emotions that I sparked for you, whatever in the times that if you were around in our time, in my time, whatever memories I sparked for you. Remember that. For people that people that will not be around, that maybe they never born them.
Yeah.
Now at that time they'll just go and they'll use Google now. Is Google? They use Google. They use ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It won't be Google. It can use anyone. Google, ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, whatever. To discover whatever the thing tells you people at that time. It is what it is. Hopefully, by the time I leave the stage, it won't have been tainted.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen. I love that.
Let's pray that it doesn't get tainted.
Yeah.
like I said, you never know. Last is only God that is God just show me that place. Every other thing.
We'll defend you.
No, don't defend what you don't know. Don't defend what you don't know. Defend the one that you know.
I think if you've had at least 70% good, that 20% should never determine your legacy, no matter what it is. The people must always find the good in the full legacy.